July 20th, 2016. Ward Green here, and today was the most fun I've ever had with a chainsaw. And it was a challenge, very, very big challenge. That's size of tree for that size of bar on the chainsaw, which I can't, and that's the longest bar I can put on that saw. So I've got some a perfectly level bubble is within the lines anyway, and it's very close to perfectly level. I don't know where I put the level. I think we're not going to need the camera in that position anymore. I want to show that the hinge here is, I need to hold the audio. I guess I have a device for holding it right here. Hang on. Just a minute. Okay, good. There. So if I put the audio mounted on the camera now, I can see, you can see the hinge at the bottom. Okay, I want to show this. I know the hinge at the bottom has not got any significant non-linearities or overcuts or undercuts or whatever. Basically, it's clean. It's level. It's clean, and we've got more than, I'd say that's more than a 70-degree cut angle on the angle of the notch, which is what we want, because we want the tree to fall all the way to the ground before the notch closes. That's the idea, principle. So we're all set now. But the other thing is the 80% width. The notch should be of the tree. Looks like it's about 80%. Maybe, how much would it be? Let's see. If 10% is that much, you know. Yeah, I think so. That's good. 5 to the center, and it's an 80% notch. We've got it done. Putting the saw through the center of the notch. I start here and I work my way around. I do both sides, first of all. Plunge cuts on both sides, put wedges in, then I can work my way around to the back. And the saw is long enough to do it. Okay, my first cut, I must have hit the notch that I cut, because I could feel the saw hit the hole in the center. Put a wedge here, prevent the tree from falling in a direction other than what we want it to, you know. So. I want to explain everything as I go along here. So that time I hit the, I tripped on my cord here. Let's get the cord out of there. My power cord for the camera. I got it through. I hit the slot in the middle of the tree again, so I'm online. So that's good. I want to bring the plunge cut back to the hinge on the first and finish the hinge carefully. Okay. It's finished on this side. Okay, I'm going to put it away. Okay, right. 2 inches that way. Max. So.
shallow. I want it to fall in a good direction, huh? All I need to do here is see my hand. What are you looking at? Yeah. Good. You're seeing it. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is come back to the strap. Just come back to the last 10%. I'm not cut right off. But even if I did, the tree would probably just fall in the direction I want. So it's okay, but I want to be cautious. Up. They line up. You're good. You're close. You're good. The alignment too. The alignment here, see, from the back, they're well aligned. So if I cut through from the back, it should fall. Level. It's about a half a bubble, or half a bubble, a third of a bubble away from level. Have to refill the gas and oil. The wedges can be cut through. They're plastic, so it's not critical whether we hit them or not. Jehovah. Okay. Let's see it. Yeah. So keep our 15 feet of distance until the thing is settled a little bit here. It fell pretty well exactly as we intended. I want to do before I measure the tree, got a tape measure. But the first thing I want to do is fog the engine on the chainsaw. Last thing I do every day until it starts to run perfectly. That's what I'll be doing. So, oh yeah, look at this. Well, let's get this thing over here. I'll show you how to do this. Yeah. So you just, let me see, I gotta get this, put the choke on, protects the intake from dust, knock out the dust, the debris from the air filter. Yeah, suck it out, get it out somehow. Okay, choke is shut.
clean. Pretty clean. Leave this off. Leave it off. Open the choke again. Start the saw. And simply to inject the seafoam into the air intake underneath the air filter, and that fogs the engine and prepares it for the next usage while shutting it down. I have to go in very shortly. Okay, very shortly. Now I'm going to have to go in and first I'm going to measure the stump. First I'll measure the stump. Here we go. So this is fun. I mean, there's sawdust everywhere. Yep. The saw worked very well. Goes here. One. And then I put across at the hinge. Quite a bit less, but about 19. At the hinge it was about 19 inches at the hinge roughly. But pretty close, pretty close. It was only about a quarter or less, probably less than a quarter. Probably exactly 19. Not including the bark, just about exactly 19 at the back of the hinge. But in the middle of the tree, including the bark, about 21 inches, and not including the bark, about 20. Just about 20 inches, which is what I thought based on the fact that the tree, based on the fact the tree was not symmetrical exactly. So that means I was expecting it to be narrower in the place. In this case, it was narrower in the place that I was doing the plunge cut, which was right in the same direction as the hinge, but at the center of the tree. So right here. That's where this was where the hinge was. I've now cut part of the hinge off to get the main tree off of the stump, but I've got this, the hinge was running in this direction. This is the center. That's where it measures 19 inches, excluding bark. So that's it. That was a 20 inch ash tree cut down. That's all for today. Ward Green here, July 17th, 2016. Double checking that. No, sorry, July 20th. Just the same date as when I started, July 20th, 2016. Ward Green out.